Hello, everyone. Welcome, one, welcome all. Let me know if you're hearing me loud and clear in the chat. All right, this is a quick update just to let you know that Bryan Levell has leveled things out. And so Bryan Levell clocked a 9.82 massive PB in Austria. And for that, I just want to say congratulations to Bryan Levell and his team, straight out of Clarendon, straight out of Edwin Allen. So if you're a country person or a country boy, girl, man, woman, gather here right now and let's just big up Bryan Levell and just congratulate him on this great, this is a great PB. And I believe the best is yet to come where Levell is concerned. And before I even tell you what's also next in terms of something great that as Jamaicans we should be celebrating is the fact too that when we consider what happened at the national trials, and if you were sticking and staying with us, you would have known that unfortunately Bryan Levell was not able to complete that final race as how you would have wanted to. And so for that, now we can say that it would have been a different result there at the National Stadium. So a different result, perhaps we would have seen at the National Stadium. And for that, we can only say, okay, we hope, that would have been the story, but that's not the story. But right now, there is so much to celebrate about and so much to be happy for in the context of Bryan Levell. 9.82, this makes Bryan Levell the second fastest man, all right, for this year, right behind Kishane Thompson. That's what I can recall right now from my memory. So if I'm not right about that, you let me know in the chat. All right. So Bryan Levell now is the second fastest, all right, this year in the 100 meters. So right behind Kishane's 9.75. Then next, Bryan Levell, 9.82. Then we have Oblique Civil, 9.83. All right, so fantastic. And then when we think about what Levell did or showed us today, we can also put that 4 by 100 meters relay into perspective. All right, because that is definitely something that we have seen, in that context where, we are wondering, and the talks have been there, can Jamaica break that record? I believe we can, with the hopefully the J3s, they will get that selection right. And once we have the best of 4 men there in the final and they're able to get that stick around, we should be in a very good position to break that record. And it means that we should be taking home that gold from Tokyo for the men's 4 by 100 meters, right? And so that again is also exciting, and exciting to just know that, Jamaican men's sprinting is pretty much back at back at that high stage where we want it to be. And so this is really fantastic. I'm very excited about, the future and what is to come in the context of track and field. And it can only get better from here, guys. So let's just continue to support the athletes and continue to wish them all the best. So again, if you're just tuning in, Bryan Levell ran a massive PB of 9.82 seconds, all right, and in Austria today. And that was definitely fantastic. So we're definitely happy for Bryan Levell. And so this was just a quick update to let you know what's going on in the context of Bryan Levell, because we want to keep you posted. And so Bryan's previous best was 9.94 seconds. All right, that was set at the national championships last month as well. And so think about that and now see this massive 9.82 seconds. And I hope this also strengthens Level's opportunity in the context of the 200 meters as well. So guys, let me know in the chat, what are your views on this update in the context of Bryan Levell and what he has accomplished. 9.82. This is fantastic. And again, congratulations going out to Bryan Levell and his team. And of course, big up to Edwin Allen because, country the thing there. Still strong, still going, and I am so happy. I am so excited, and also excited when it comes on to the 4x100 meters for men. So hopefully the J3As, they will get it right. And hopefully too, we'll have some practice sessions, with, the men in terms of the baton changes, because now we know that Jamaica has qualified, right? And based on the time, I would say it's highly unlikely that Jamaica would not have a team in Tokyo, even though there are possibilities. So I want to say it's highly unlikely. So it's more likely than not that Jamaica will have their men's 4x100 team represented there in Tokyo at the World Championships. And for that, we're grateful, we're thankful. And we recognize too that with the changes, especially, and we saw it with Kadrian's change over to Kishane, that was nowhere smooth. And obviously, there is some work to be done in that context. And we hope that, some relay camps can fix, these errors and for us to capitalize on the speed that we have. But without getting that stick around, the speed equates to nothing really, right? So it's definitely important for us to get that stick around. And I hope that the J3s are looking and recognizing that, hey, we need to have Levell there in this 4x100 team. And we saw that leg from Seville, my word. Seville ran a very great leg in that relay team. And so with Levell's also experience in the 200 meters, that should also help strengthen our 4x100 relay team on the men's side. So what are your views on this update? We would love to hear from you. So please remember to hit the like button, hit the subscription button, all right, and leave a comment in the chat. Let me know, your views on this update. I am not seeing any comments in the chat. Let me know your views on this update. Let us just continue to grow stronger together. And we'll be back, and hopefully my co-host will be here for us to talk a little longer about this one. But I had to come on over here just to update you guys, because this is oh so exciting. And we have some further updates because we want to look at some of the athletes too who are gaining that qualification time. And so Mark, welcome. Happy to have you in the chat there. And Mark is saying, I think, Civil should do the backstretch. Indeed, yes, I agree with that. Kishane on the ankle, Levell on the third leg. And, I guess Akeem Blake to start. I worry about Akeem in the context of starting, but I believe the pressure should be off because it's the relay. So even if he should slip up on the start a little bit, then he would also know that, I am going to Civil, Civil will be able to handle this one. So, I'm looking forward to seeing this. I am so excited about this one, guys. And I hope you are excited, just as excited as I am in this context for sure. And it just goes to show, that sometimes some things they don't work out, but eventually they will. And I know a lot of us, we are going to go back to the national, championships and ask the what if, what if the race was not, held back? And, I don't like to speculate because I don't know what triggered whatever Levell was feeling at the time. And so it's just one of those days. And my co-host would say, track and field can be a very ungrateful sport. And so when you get the opportunity, you just have to make a while the sun shines. And so he's always saying that, and a lot of us can agree with that. So when you get your opportunity, you just have to shine on that big stage. Sometimes it just comes, I guess, once, or for some of us, it might come two times, but we just have to make use, as they say, make hay while the sun shines. And Mark is saying, if Level is fit, then I'm not worried. It will be a race against the clock. For sure, for sure, for sure. And as long as they get that stick around, right? So that is definitely important. And we're here. We'll be watching, we'll be keeping you posted. We'll be updating you as to what happens. And sometimes the J3s, we have seen some selections, but they say the top three, based on my understanding of the rules, all right, they're usually selected to run the relays, and then they can select, I guess, the remaining athletes. So let's see what happens. And is it the top three or top four? But I believe it's the top three. All right, so we'll see what happens, because any person looking at what is happening now, you I don't know. You wouldn't want to leave out a level 9.82. And the thing is, he has been improving. And I feel like he's getting these times, at least improving when it matters the most, right? And so that is important. So I am happy for his team and how they're conditioning him. And because we're seeing these times coming at, I guess he's peaking at the right time. That's the word I was looking for. So he's peaking at the right time. And so that is exciting. That is something that, we want to see and we want to continue to see. So we're here and just looking out for Level. And Mark is agreeing there that we just need to practice the exchanges, and that's it, definitely, because we have the speed. So it's just the exchanges. They are definitely important in that context. So yes, guys, thank you so much for coming over. So this one was just really a quick one. And again, shout outs to Bryan Levell and his team, Edwin Allen, people from Country Clarendon, who must be very proud right now. And, again, Levell is now the second fastest. Yes, the second fastest in the world this year after Kishane Thompson. So let us make that sink in. Let that sink in for a little bit. Second fastest right behind Kishane Thompson. So we have Kishane, and correct me if I'm wrong, Kishane 975, followed by Levell 982, then Seville 983. So guys, it's fantastic. It's definitely fantastic. And for sure, we are looking forward to seeing all this excitement unfolds on the bigger stage in September in Tokyo. All right, so on that note, I am just going to say blessings and love. All right, and continue to stick and stay with us, and we'll definitely continue to keep you posted on all the updates, even if it means a quick live where we're not able to take any calls at this point. But for sure, we'll try to arrange that so that we can take some phone calls, because we love to hear from you guys. All right, so continued blessings and love, everyone. And we'll see you in the next live update. Please remember to hit that like button, share button, and subscription button before you go. And tell a friend to tell another friend about the Voices in Education. Bye for now, and I'll see you in the next live. So I'll just go to some music and then we'll sign out of this one.